Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Smarks and Marks all over the world.
Grab a seat or take it easy on your feet as we set up our gear. Lend us your ear.
Because your boys, King Mac Millie and Jay Classic, are about to put on some podcast action.
So get psyched and turn to the smart side.
Because Smark Psychology Podcast starts now.
Yeah. You all. We got a nice little episode on today, man. It's about to go down.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's how we rolling today? How we rolling today? Uh-oh, echo. Uh-oh.
Doing this damn echo.
Uh-oh, it's the echo. It's the echo, baby. The echo gets me turned up, you know what I'm saying? It creates an ambiance, you know what I'm saying? It brings the energy into the room. Didn't even need no button for that.
Oh, so you think you fancy? Okay, all right.
Oh yeah. We up in here, baby. You know what I'm saying? The king. The atmosphere is green because ching ching hear ye. It is the King Mac Millie, the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me. Welcome to Smart Psychology. And to my whatever side this is. There we go.
That's right, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Jay Classic, the KLASSICK, and you already know. You might wonder why I fell out like that, because your boy is just so sick with it. And man, we not alone, man. The Smart Bros, we kind of went to the agony side of things, bro.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You feel me? I feel a little violent today. You feel me?
Oh man. Should I call for backup, or are you on my side? You on my team?
I think we all want to be on our guest team for sure.
Okay. Well, nah, I got beef. So you know what I'm saying. I'm about to take him. I'm about to take out the homie Toa. I'm about to take out everybody.
You don't want that.
I'm not saying I'm going to be victorious, but you know what I'm saying. We all going down.
we?
Yeah. You going down too because you on my team. you on my team. So if you rock with me, then you're gonna be fighting just like I'm fighting. Like
we didn't have this meeting. We didn't have this meeting at all, sir.
Yeah, well, whatever. Just thought I'd let you know. You know what I'm saying? I go down, you go down. We a tandem. You know what I'm saying?
How about this? You gonna have to be the one to introduce our guest then, since you want to face him. You gonna be the one to. You got that.
You ain't even pointing the right way. You got to point the right way in order for me to do it.
Well, he gonna be down this way, so I guess.
Well, who's to your left that you was pointing to? Am I to your right or am I to you? I don't know, but you wasn't pointing at me. You wasn't doing this right here. This right here. This right here. Yeah, that's what I thought. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, you know what I'm saying? We got ROHs on. We got AEWs on. We got the man in the house. Gates of Agony of Smart Psychology coming through and chilling with the boys one more again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smarks and Marks all over the world, I bring to you Kaun.
Yes. Oh, really? You gonna fight me?
He doing magic tricks. He getting in, he getting out, getting in, getting out. Kaun, what's going on, man? What's up? How you living?
I'm doing all right. I'm just trying to stay busy.
Trying to stay busy. Why are you trying to stay busy these days? Like, what comes about when you're busy in these streets?
Right now, it's kind of just pushing 2-a-days, wrestling training 3 or 4 times a week. My documentary right now, so I'm just trying to, maximize my time before we get back on the road.
Documentary.
Let's go documentary.
Okay.
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Might have to talk about that a little bit if you can. You know what I'm saying? Last time you was around and we was trying to get information out of you, you wasn't really in the sharing mood like that, and you know what I'm saying? Made me feel some type of way because I'm like, man, it's something there, and you ain't trying to even. After we got off the air, you ain't even let us know on the flip side, like, hey, don't say nothing, but this is what I got popping. I'm like, okay, I thought we was cool.
It's okay. It's okay. Our names is not Sean Ross Sapp. It's okay.
It's not okay. It's beef. I'm beefing.
I just got to keep my cards close to the chest, right? I just got to let people be surprised so they can just watch things unfold as they should. So I can't just give out all the information.
But you're supposed to be my lion. You're supposed to be my lion.
I mean, come on now. I don't even tell my family what's going on in my world. I'm like, just tune in on Wednesday or whatever, and they just see what's happening.
Feel that. I'm gonna get something out of you today.
Oh. Where is this going, sir? Wait a minute.
Pocket check pulling out gold $100.
Damn.
All right.
He said,
I don't know where this is going.
But as y'all coming in, y'all already know what to do. Go ahead and share this anywhere, everywhere, all over Facebook, Instagram, as I am doing so right now up in that story. Booyah. Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Drop y'all comments if y'all got any questions, if you got any. Clark Street Wrestling's podcast says what's good, y'all. What's good, what's happening. But yeah, your boys Jay Classic and King Mac Millie is here with the one and the only Kaun, and I'm gonna pass it to Jay Class to open up this shit. You already
Yes, sir, man. You mentioned your workout regimen and your 2-a-day. So let us know, man. What is a workout day looking like for Kaun? Because bro, you look like you just be killing it every day, and I'm like, yo, like this. You can't be making me mad every day. Like, man, I wish I could. I can't even lift my leg.
Yeah. Don't tell the people what you can't do. You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
They might hold you to it.
It's tough. Like, if people ask me for advice at the gym sometimes, and I'm like, look, I've been working out for 20 years now. Like, this is all a foundational thing that's been built up for the past 20 years. But 2 days recently, typically getting up, going to the gym, doing like 30 minutes to 45 minutes of cardio, come back 2 hours later, go to the gym, get a full lift in, try to knock that out in like an hour, 90 minutes, depending on what body part I'm doing. And then if I'm feeling really good, either I'm wrestling that night, doing training at the School of Hybrid, or I'm hanging out in my garage doing like kettlebell swings, trying to blow myself up a little bit. I mean, I got the time, so I'm trying to maintain one of the best physiques on the AEW roster. So why not? They're trying to pay me to look good as well as wrestle, but like at least I'm gonna look fantastic no matter when I'm on TV.
How early in the morning is all this getting started? Like, I gotta go to bed by this time so I can get up at this time to start getting this workout in.
Recently, we've been getting up like out of the door by 8:30 a.m. at the gym by like 8:45. If I can start when the sun's rising, that's even better because get that vitamin D, get going, and then the day just feels longer, so you get more stuff done, or like you can actually enjoy the full day. But I think slept until like 10. I stayed up late. I was in Atlanta on Sunday, so feeling a little bit of a hangover from that long day.
You see yourself pushing it to like getting up at 6 in the morning, maybe 7, getting that workout in. The earlier, the better.
It's tough to like have a sleep schedule with someone that wants to go to bed early too. So trying to go to bed by like 11, 11:30, but that's even pushing it. I can't wake up that early. I enjoy my sleep.
So are you doing? Are you maxing out? If so, what's your max so far, Bench?
Honestly, man, I stopped maxing out like 5 years ago.
Okay.
To me, there's like no point. Like it's already enough to like pick someone up and pop them up for the gut check, or like try to power bomb somebody. I maxed out in college. I might do like 225 tests once a year just to see how I feel. I think I hit like 21 reps last time I did it, just as like whatever. I'm still pretty strong, but I just care about like functionality. I don't really care about maintaining size too much. Just want to be explosive.
So you just consistently looking to like develop what you already got, not put too much extras on it, gain too much weight, gain too much mass, and nothing like that. Just making sure you're in the same shape that's comfortable for you.
Yeah, and like now I've been focusing on more on stretching. So every day I'll stretch for like 30 minutes to an hour. Just because as you get older, that's the stuff that goes away right away. You gotta like I'd be seeing homeboys that go hooping and they don't warm up at all. They pull up fucking.
They bust out some of these real quick on the sideline. Do a flat, like, all right, come on, let's go, let's get in here.
It's really ready. Stretch and warm up. You got to do. You got to take care of your body.
You get on the court, you start pointing niggas out. Charlie Horse. Torn ACL. Man, y'all ain't stretched none. I seen y'all just got out here and just started shooting the ball. That's what I'll be doing. I stretch a little bit and be thinking that I then went through all the stretches that I need to, but I never do.
Yo, because you've been wrestling after 5 years and you get out of bed the wrong way one day, you pull something in your back, you're just like, what the fuck's going on?
You just laying on the floor like, I got 2 matches today. I'm not gonna get through it.
Was there ever a time that you hit a move, a big move, maybe a pickup move, and maybe your body just said, "Okay, don't do it"? Was there every one time? It was like, okay, maybe today wasn't the day.
I mean, you kind of got to do it once you're in the act of doing it.
Like,
Yeah, but no, you're still doing it, but your body was like, you know what? Maybe this wasn't a good idea at the end of it. Maybe.
It was when I wrestled Damo at Defy in Seattle. We were talking about stuff. He a big boy, so I was like, all right, I think I can like at least one time. He's like, I remember him being like, "You think you can do that?" I'm like, I think I can get you up, bro. And like I wanted to feel the people because like I squatted him. I was like, I already committed. I got to get him up now. Though. But like him, even getting Moose over for like a suplex one time, I was just like, ugh.
Oh yeah, that one was a
I mean, since you mentioned it, go ahead and talk about that match with Big Damo real quick, and then we're gonna get into the match with you and Moose.
Oh man, Damo, if anything, Defy was such an experience. I remember like right when the pandemic started, I was watching like Defy matches, chilling at my crib, just hanging out on like Friday nights. I was like, I need to wrestle there. Like, they do the black and white cinematography, the crowd, the atmosphere, and I manifested that. Like I threw myself out there and I was like, hey man, I'm here. I want to wrestle somebody, and got Damo, and that was probably one of the coolest experiences in terms of just like crowd reaction, hitting like big superplexes, like literally living out this dream that I envisioned a year and a half prior. That was, man, and he's a hard hitter, big boy. Definitely got into a good brawl, so I need to get that rematch for sure because I didn't get the W that day.
But I'm sure you beat some of that hair up off of him. You know what I'm saying?
I was hitting him pretty hard, yo. I was swinging for the fence.
I mean, when you roll with Shane Taylor, you got to know how to hit hard because if you ain't hitting hard, you're gonna get hit hard. You know what I'm saying?
I heard about the hits from Shane sometimes. So I know you had a story. We already got a story from O'Shea. We got to get a story from you, bro. There got to be one time.
You talking about hitting him?
Yeah, you ever took a hit from Shane?
I've never taken a hit from him, but I've definitely been like, I've been there right in front of him where he punched Jay Lethal in the face, and I was just like, that's a bad man right there.
I'm on your side.
You know what?
I'm on your team.
He learned the Jimmy Uso way. See, Jimmy was the one that saw his brother. He was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get that one. I'm cool.
I mean, since you bring up Jimmy Uso, real quick, fantasy booking, real quick. Triple H just made the announcement that War Games is coming back to Survivor Series, and if we could fantasy book in our mind and do either STP or Gates of Agony versus the Bloodline, which team are you rolling with, and then who's pulling out the victory?
Come on now, why y'all do it to me?
Told you I'm on your head.
Here's the thing though, Prince Nana acquired the Gates of Agony and Brian Cage himself. So we've only had a few matches under our belts, and I think, STP is my boys. Like, we've been through some battles, but I want to see what Toa and Brian can do. Like, I definitely feel like we can lead the charge, and hey, I'm going for it.
Let's go. Go. Shout out to the embassy, most definitely. Shout out to y'all. Y'all, like you said, y'all still killing it though. Y'all killing it.
Yeah.
So,
and we gonna dig into that a little bit more because you know what I'm saying. Got questions.
Yeah.
Gotta see what's up, man.
It was so abrupt. I know money works fast, but damn.
Shout outs to the Prince. You know what I'm saying. Shout outs. But Impact World Championship match against Moose, the previous champion who does not hold that championship anymore. But RCW, you went ahead and took on Moose. How was that experience in that championship match for you?
Man, to reflect and think about like the summer that I've had so far, like I got to wrestle Moose, Damo, Weston Blake. I got Chris Bay coming up, and like when I started this off, he probably pushed me the furthest so far in my career in terms of like a singles match because we almost for like 15-20 minutes. And I've never wrestled someone like him before. Someone that's actually bigger than me too, which is like kind of surprising. I was standing up to him. I'm looking up at this man like he's a goddamn. All right.
Wow.
But if anything, like he showed me that he was not the dirtiest player in the game, but he would do anything to win. Because I almost had him. Like I was so close to beating this man. He had hit me with the low blow, the cheap shot. I had the 3 count on him. So if Impact even saw that, I deserve another opportunity at the championship. Like I honestly do. So
Right.
that was a fun match for sure.
You had you had the visual victory.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like the crowd that day chanting Kaun's house, like a natural babyface reaction for me. Like he couldn't beat me. He had to cheat to beat me. I was kicking out every move that he hit me with. So
yeah, well, you know, Karma then came back around the corner for him because he ain't Impact World Champion no more. So you know.
Shout out Josh Alexander.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah. But yeah, man. And you were speaking about your match coming up with Chris Bay, man. That dynamic is going to be awesome. I feel like so. Tell me about
Battle Slam.
Man. Tell me about your mindset coming into this match, bro. What you feeling like, man?
Oh, I'm ready, man. This is like, it's not a test to me because I've been in the ring with some big dudes, some big names. But I honestly, I was a huge fan of Jay White. I was like, oh man, this dude's
Ooh. Is that on your list? Is that a match that gotta happen for sure? Oh yeah.
Almost.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny because I reached out to Bay like a few months ago. I listened to one of his interviews on a podcast. I'm like, hey bro, like I love what you're doing out here. Like it's cool to see the grind. Hopefully we'll meet one day. I literally just met him like a few weeks ago. And now him and I going one-on-one for the first time ever. If this isn't the main event, a Battle Slam, like I don't know what they're doing because we about to burn the house down for real. And I'm gonna beat his ass. So
yeah, it needs to be. Yeah, let make this main event, please.
If there's
I was saying, it even looks main event. It even looks. Look at this. It looks main event right there. Look at this.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get. I'm gonna throw my dreads back real quick.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me take myself out of here. Real quick.
I'm Chris Bay. I'm Chris Bay right now on the poster. Booyah! Yeah. Here we go. Booyah! So, what's one thing that you got to say to me before our match?
Oh man, I know you said the ultimate finesser, bro, but you ain't gonna finesse his ass open. Like you're never gonna be hit this hard in your life. So I'm the unconquerable. I'm here to conquer Battle Slam. I'm about to go undefeated at Battle Slam. So it's just a matter of time.
All right. Well, I can't respond for the man, but we're gonna see if he got a response for that because that's coming up in what, about 5 days?
Yep,
coming up real soon. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I really thought you were gonna try to respond, bro.
No. I thought about it, but I was just like, you know what, this might turn into something real quick, and then Kaun gonna really want, you know what I'm saying? Throw them hands, you know what I'm saying? So hey, I leave that space open for Chris Bay to go ahead and respond and say what he gonna do in response, you know.
Most definitely. So man, Kaun, bro, just man, again, man, it's been an honor to even just know you and talk to you. Like we've been talked about this with Rev before too. Just seeing almost pretty much everybody that we been cool with. Just everybody grinding, everybody coming up, and so. How you been loving it, liking it on AEW? Like the locker room love and everything like that. How's it been? How have you been liking it so far?
My experience there has been like pretty phenomenal. It was cool to been like traveling weeks on the road, like going to a different city. I see how like that stuff blurs together very quickly. Like every week you're just flying out. I'm like, oh, am I in Savannah today? Where were we last week? And then like just talking to people and picking people's brains. I remember Tone, I would go in the mornings to train with William Regal, and like Eddie Kingston was there, and just talking to these dudes and like trying to soak in as much knowledge as possible. Like that's what I want to do. I want to learn from people that have been to the mountaintop so that they can help me get there as well. I'll never forget after the debut tag match, JR was like, "Man, y'all got something special. Like you two are gonna be superstars." And I was like, "Hey, let's go."
I mean, it gets better, but at the same time, it don't get no better than hearing something like that from a legend. You know what I'm saying? So,
real like, I grew up hearing this dude call some of my favorite matches of all time, and that guy gonna come to me and tell me that like I got something special. I don't think that's super like validating to me, but I'm like, cool. I can't let you down now. Like the work, I got to turn the work up even more. Like I really got to prove to you that hey, I'm gonna be something special one day. So.
I'm gonna get a by God out of you before you get up out of here, like for sure. But it's just like you've been on a crazy tear this summer, like you said, like working with high caliber names that have been in places, you know what I'm saying, as you're coming up on the rise and on the go and everything. But just to take it outside of wrestling real quick, you know what I'm saying, see what your mind and your thought process is about this. You know what I'm saying? Ladder sports. You know what I'm
Ah,
saying?
Right.
Co-founded by LeBron James and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you officially a soggy midget.
I can't stand you. I told you not to do it, and you did it anyway. I can't
That is my
stand you.
favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger moment ever. And he wasn't even on the show, I don't think. It was Conan O'Brien, and he was doing the impressions of Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to say Sacramento, and one of them was just soggy midgets. So it just stuck with me since then. Soggy midgets, like I love it so much. But yeah, talk about ladder sports. Like, how did it come to be? You know what I'm saying? What was your interactions with LeBron James and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and how is it to be a part of the team?
Uh, that's super surreal to be a part of. I haven't met LeBron or Arnold yet, but it was after my dark match with Adam Cole. Like
Hmm.
that day, I was trending. Like there was like 8,500 tweets about me, so I was trending that day. And like later that night, this a guy from Ladder Sports hits me up, emails me and said, "Hey man, like one of my friends is a really big wrestling fan. Just saw you on Dark, and he's like, you look like the next big thing out here." So start talking about contract details, what Ladder Sports is about. I love what they do. I love all their supplements, the protein, pre-workout, hydration stuff. Got flown out to LA to do a photo shoot. Met with this amazing team to do this photo shoot and videography work. I remember dreaming about kind of stuff like that when I was a kid. Like, oh yeah, I want to do modeling and stuff and be part of this brand. And then I remember when I was on the flight, I was watching the Avengers, and I was like, yo, this is crazy as fuck. Like, I'm literally getting flown out to LA. I'm working for this brand that LeBron and Arnold started. Like when they dropped the videos, and it's like LeBron, this CrossFit athlete. We just got someone from the Rams, and like me, like I'm in the line with the same like LeBron, Miles Garrett. I'm in the same video as these dudes.
That's
That's
With
dope,
crazy.
champions,
Crazy.
champions, legends.
man.
Wow, it's so cool.
But that's the thing though. Like every like it seems like each story you're getting confirmation. First Jr. Ladder, you're getting these confirmations. So it's gonna be soon. It's gonna be like, I already know, bro. I know it's here. It's here.
You know what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
it's gonna
I sort of kind of want to say, you know what I'm saying, when we had him on the last time, you know what I'm saying, everything seemed to take off after that. I'm just saying, I mean, it may or may not have been the reason, but
It might
just
be
to be a part of your growth, you know what I'm saying?
for real.
Who knows? Maybe after this episode, you know what I'm saying, you might get a trios championship victory, and you're gonna be on a whole nother plateau and
Ooh,
everything, you know what I'm saying?
You
Speaking it
never,
into existence, you know.
never know. You never know. I was once the longest reigning six-man champ with STP, and like I feel like I need to get my just due with them titles again. So I see who has them. Dalton and the boys. I wrestled
Mm.
Dalton before.
yeah.
The boys are to me. I'll toss the little dudes outside the ring. So
But that might not be an advantage because he actually tossed his own men out the ring himself.
true. That's true.
So
Yeah,
I don't
he gonna
know.
beat you to it. He gonna beat you to it.
I'll turn for first. I don't know. Oh,
I mean,
and now the boys have names, so it's like it's weird.
that is weird. It is very strange. I know they're on Dark tonight too, so definitely can do some film study and talk to Nana and Toa about what's happening. Hit up Brian Cage and see what we got in store coming up.
So before we get into the current process of what Gates of Agony is a part of, let's talk about the beginning stages with Tully Blanchard. You know what I'm saying, and what it was like working with a legend and getting those tidbits and learning from him as yeah. I mean, it was a short time, but any time is a good time. Like, what were you able to pull from that experience?
Man, so totally actually lives like 20 minutes from where I live. I got to actually train with him in person with a couple other people, and like I since leaving Baltimore, I haven't got to really like train with people other than Regal to be like very hands on with somebody. Because like right now, as you get like more progressive in your wrestling career, you kind of just learn through your experiences. But to like wrestle with somebody, and I'm having Tully over my shoulder, like in the ring with us, talking us through stuff that we can do. I love old school wrestling, so like we got to do film study with him on one of the buses and just like break down his matches and ask him why he did certain things. And that's stuff that people don't really do anymore. I really like FTR, and I'm like, cool. I'm just give me all these pieces of knowledge. I'm gonna take all this stuff. I'm gonna do it out here and do it better than everybody before. So, and it's totally so cool. Like it was kind of weird at first. 'Cause like I knew who he was, but like I never met him. Me and Toa are super young. Like, how does this pairing work? But the moment we got to just hang out and have dinner with him, talk about the vision of what he saw for TV. Again, I'm like torn. Like Prince Nana, I hit him up a couple years ago, manifested this, and then like Tully, a Hall of Famer, Four Horsemen. Like you have these two great people.
Right.
I think I'm just like, give me the knowledge. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Just just teach me everything y'all know, so that I can just make it on my own way eventually. Oh yeah, man, it's dope.
So, like on his way out, did you know it was taking place? Was it just one of those things that you find out when you find out, or was there discussions had beforehand? It was made official and things of that nature. Like, how did you take that? How did you process that movement?
You kind of just find out when you find out. I don't know. I guess I'm still kind of processing that because you don't really know too much what's going on. And again, if anything, like wrestling is a business. Like people asked me about that when I got signed to AEW. Like, oh, SDP. Well, those are my boys, but this is the business. I got to do ultimately what's best for me. So I navigate my way through this like minefield of stuff. That's all I can do.
Righteous. Yeah. I mean, and STP, it's a family. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a family. Everybody's still working and getting around. You know, Rev Ron is sneaking around doing cameos in WWE on the low.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Shane was just in Impact. You know, it's things going on like down the line. Do you see you guys getting back together? Doesn't matter the promotion or wherever it may be, but do you see the opportunity that it may rise and you guys come back together and finish putting yourselves on the map? Because I think it's some unfinished business there. Like y'all still had a little bit more domination to be had.
Oh,
a little bit, man. There's so much more dominating that could be done. So much more.
Like I feel like you hear wrestling like never say never, right? Like you don't know what's gonna happen. Right. We knew right when the ROH like officially ended or like ceased operations that hey, if we can't all make it in one promotion, we still SDP. We all do our different paths, but like you see those iconic reunions happen, right? In like 10 years, no one ever expects it, and then they go on a hell of a run. If anything, Moses and I were just in the same ring at MCW for this Bruiser Rumble like 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. First 2 years out, him and I. That was the first time him and I ever faced off. Hey, you my bro, but like he tried to eliminate me, so I got to hit him in the face. We started going back and forth, but it's moments like that just organically happen, right? Like people in the crowd, like, oh, SOS back together for one moment, and like, you know, we both evolved and we got this cool picture together, and then, hey, I'm trying to win, so we just swinging at each other.
Yeah, Bruiser Strong Rumble for the MCW heavyweight title. Brian Johnson came out victorious, you know. But when you get in matches like that, do you see yourself not being the victor because of what you got going on with AEW and ROH? Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything could happen at any time. So maybe we don't want to put the championship on you because things may change, or like, how does that work out?
I'm not sure because I got a championship match for PPW in like 2 weeks. I'm facing this guy Chandler Hopkins for the title in the main event. So, and who am I to lose, right? Like, I'm in Texas. So, if a company wants to make it and continue on this legacy of being this great promotion, I know that I'm a star. I can carry the company. So it's a matter of time before people start putting these championships on me, or I earn them by beating the shit out of their champions. And if things happen with AEW, then they do. But in the meantime, I'm trying to conquer Texas. I don't care. They don't care. So I'm trying to win.
Yeah, because I could figure, like, you know, maybe, you know, indie promotions would be like, oh, you're over here, you're over there. I definitely want to put the championship on you, or I definitely want to give you the opportunity and the chance to gain a championship. But then at the same time, it's like, well, we're how you get like Cross and PCW, the relationship that was had right there, and then he goes back to WWE, and we got to change main events and championship matches and things of that nature. Like, do you think it's dependent on the promotion, or does it really matter at the end of the day? It's just all about the indie promotion if they want to make that decision or not and take that chance.
It's probably on the promotion, because wouldn't you? So here's like a be devil's advocate. Wouldn't you be kind of disrespectful to put a championship on somebody that you think that's never going to make it to the top? Because shouldn't ultimately everybody be trying to make it to the top?
Definitely.
So you put a somebody like, oh, he's not going nowhere. That's doing a disservice to him. So why wouldn't you put it you're gonna believe in your people that are the champions. And if they happen to get better opportunities than they do, and that's unfortunate, they have to just relinquish the title. However, isn't that the game that we're all playing here? We're all trying to get signed to get paid to be successful in professional wrestling. So
And see, then you gotta be outside of yourself, outside of your character, and start pulling people's card because it's like, oh, really? Where have you been? What have you done lately? Like, what's going on with you? Like, you hating? Is that what this is right here, right now? Like, because you see me over here, see me over there. Like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting.
oh, it definitely is. But like, if anything, I like to be involved in stories. Like, I want people to care about what I'm doing. I don't. Yes, I want to be a world champion or be the champion of wherever I'm wrestling at, but I want people to be invested in the stories that I'm participating in. So that's kind of the route that I'm going in right now. As I had like I quit match recently with Wesley Blake and a bull rope match with Izzy James. In both matches, I was the victor, but these are month-long stories that I got to have with my opponents, where we really got to dive into the promos that we were cutting, do some video work backstage, like building and crafting the stories where people had to care. And I was the best match in both those shows. So, I mean, it's on the promoter if they don't want to put the titles on me, or if they let me get the opportunity to fight for those championships because I'm the biggest heel right now.
Yeah, let me make you some money. Let me make you some money. You know what I'm saying? I'm all money everywhere I go.
Money, so we're just trying to all be successful.
You know, speaking of, we was talking about titles in AEW. So, is there a certain one that Kaun might be having his eye on at least right now?
Ooh.
Maybe.
I mean, those new 6-man belts look pretty good, pretty good. When I saw those unveiled, I'm like, damn. I like how those could look very nice around my waist, and I'm like, got the abs going, the title right there. So, hey,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That work out.
It's like a cool little trio to have them belts.
You
You know
feel
what I'm
me?
saying?
of course.
Had them belts, and you know they looking for a home. Like right now, they in Death Triangle, and it seems to be working out for right now. But I just gotta ask. I gotta ask. I mean, media scrum.
Do it.
Media
Oh
scrum.
God!
First of all, were you
Where's
there?
my muffin? God damn it! Where's my muffin? Shit.
Were you there? Like what was the atmosphere like? I know you've probably been around since it happened and things of that nature. Like what's really going on? Like what are your thoughts?
I mean, I wasn't there that night. I was definitely watching the next day. I don't know, man. It's wrestling, right? Like you don't know what's happening. We're all entertained, right? We're all watching and tuning in to see what's happening next.
Mhm.
But like really impassioned promos or people speaking, and I've always been a fan of Punk, so I've always been a fan of everybody at the media scrum. It was, I mean, hell, Swerve and Keith Lee were going in the whole time. So why aren't people talking about that? People ain't talking about Tony Storm or Jericho after. It was not just the beginning of the media scrum. It was the whole media scrum. And I'm like, hey, how many views does I got right now? Millions? I definitely watched it multiple times.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Yeah, I see how you be like getting around and not really getting into it, man. Just for that, you your heat is getting deeper and deeper with me, man.
Don't booze it, man. Don't booze it, man.
It's getting deeper and deeper, man. You gonna answer one of these questions straight up.
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm gonna get you. Let's see. I got something here. I got something here.
But I also see when you were talking about everybody that you were facing and the matches you had about having the month-long build and having a story. So let me know how important is telling a story in a match or even just up to a match. How important is that for a con? How important is, I guess you'd say, the old school wrestling way important to con?
Man, I think that's how I was kind of trained and like brought up. I remember watching like Raw and SmackDown back in the day, and like again, those are all stories that built up over time. There might be some matches that just happened like one-offs, but I'm remembering like feuds. I remember like Jericho, Triple H building up to Mania, Hogan versus The Rock building up to Mania, the Hardys, Edge Christian, the Dudleys, this whole triangle thing, constantly going, being revisited, going again. The Hardy Boys facing each other. Like I remember these stories. I don't necessarily remember the matches, but I remember how I felt being so invested in these stories. So,
right,
being 5.5 years in, that's what I care about. I want people to reason to tune into these shows, turn on title match and be like, hey, Kaun's wrestling this dude. Oh, I remember the promo that he cut last month when he came out and ran up and beat this dude up, or like the match that happened prior to that, he cheated to beat him, so he has to come back and try to beat him. That gets people invested. Like, I don't care about doing a fucking 450 splash. Like, I want people to be like, damn, he's a fucking asshole. He's been kicking this dude's ass for months. When is he gonna punch him in the face? Like, I want people to feel that. So that's just what I'm trying to do. And if anything, it's helping me get better in my promo game. Like, I'm forcing myself to film promos, work on character stuff. And I'm trying to pull that out of the people that I'm facing, because there's people that I've wrestled who, in my opinion, do not deserve to stand in the ring across from me. And I'm like, hey, if I'm hitting you as hard as possible, you better hit me back. Otherwise, why the fuck are you here? You don't have no purpose. What's your ambition to be in business if you can't even stand toe to toe and like get these people to really believe in you? Because they see what I look like. Do you even have a chance? I doubt it.
Before I even put my hands on you, they see what I look like. They know what's going on.
They already know what's going to happen. It's just they don't want it. And I think we have a question. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna say, what are you gonna do to suspend disbelief in this process? Like, we gonna make quick work? You know what I'm saying? Chop suey? Is that what you coming over here for? Like, I'm gonna handle you proper, way proper.
Hey, yo, Mac. You know what you're gonna hear as soon as they get in the ring?
What?
He's already dead. He's already dead.
Non-stop. It's over. They gonna go from booing to just stop. Oh my God.
Stop, please.
Well, man,
and I see we have a question.
Yeah, go ahead and hit it. I pulled it up for you.
Got a question from Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. Says, pro wrestling or sports entertainment, is it the same thing or different? From the mind of Kaun.
I mean, I feel like it's the same thing, right? Like, right? Professional wrestling is entertainment and it is a sport. So wouldn't it be classified as the same thing? I mean, that's my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, because whether you put a title on it or not, you are entertained to a degree.
It's true.
I mean, because that's what you're tuning in for, is to be entertained in some type of way, whether it's like more TV based or sport based, however you look at it. To be is being put on the TV. TV is entertainment, right? So yeah, I would say it's kind of the same thing, especially nowadays. You know what I'm saying, with Vince being out of the picture and things getting not so firm as they used to be during his term and things of that nature. So, you know, maybe it's all wrapping up into one, and it's just sports entertainment is pro wrestling is sports entertainment. You know, not too bad.
You know what? I'm just gonna play devil's advocate, and I'm just gonna say, you know what? Let's do it then. Let's have national football entertainment. Let's have national basketball entertainment. I'm entertained by this shit. I love it. I'm entertained.
Definitely entertained with this football season.
People believe that these games are contrived, right? Like they think that that's
beyond.
So then it's all entertainment. We're just entertained.
See, let's do it. That's what I'm saying. Let's go ahead.
I mean,
shoot, I'm down for it.
You got any words for them Ravens and everything that's going? You think they should pay Lamar Jackson? And when are y'all gonna get a victory, man? I'm just asking. You know, don't mind me. I'm just a Rams fan. You know,
I don't even watch football anymore. I stopped watching football like 5 years ago.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good, because they'll probably be breaking your heart right now. You know,
I mean, I grew up a Vikings fan. Every time they got to the playoffs, they would just let us down.
They would definitely break you. I was going to ask you about them, but I was like, that's too low of a low blow. Ask them about something a little bit better, you know, because the
Randy Moss and Brett Favre on the same team, they didn't make it to the Super Bowl. That was a Madden game. All you had to do was just throw flies.
That's it. Just chuck it to the touchdown.
This is the fact.
It's a legend. So after that, it was just like, I'm done. I'm done watching.
So you be sneaking your way back and forth to LA, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel some type of way just a little bit. One of these times you're gonna hit your boys like, hey, I got a little bit of time, what's popping, what's going on, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Another acquaintance of yours shall be down here. You know what I'm saying? PCW Ultra set in stone, totally on. And you know, I got heat with him too. You know what I'm saying? It's all love, but you know, What if? What if? What if? Kind of looking at me like, damn, nigga, why you got heat with all the homies? Like, nah, I was acting a fool in between him and carrying cross, and I told him I was gonna wear a carrying cross to the event or whatever. And when we got there, I definitely had one on. It was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna holla at your boy or whatever. But fair game, fair game. But when are you going to come to the West Side with Toa to PCW? And I don't know, perhaps put them boys, you know where I'm going with this, War Beasts on notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the chances that we get that?
PCW Tag Team Champions?
Hey, all they gotta do is bring me out, yo. That's all they got to do. The invite's already there. I've contacted the promotion. I said, hey, it's my guy. If you want to bring this out and just wreak havoc on these tag teams, all you gotta do is fly me out. So the offer is there. It's all the ball's in their court. I don't know if it's
in your court.
I don't know if it's a good decision for them, but if they want to have some entertaining matches,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Gates of
it's gonna be a
Agony
good
versus
decision.
the bodega, or
Oh yeah.
versus War Beast for them straps. I mean, it's some juice there. It's some juice there definitely to be had. So maybe I'll shoot a text message and see what that's looking like or whatever. See if I can facilitate that just a little bit. I ain't got juice everywhere, but I got a little bit where I got it at.
I don't think that's the one you were talking about, but okay.
Nah.
But let me but speaking of Toa, man, I know we already talked to him about the dynamic of the tag team of Gates of Agony, but let me know, man, how you been feeling with y'all chemistry, in the ring, outside the ring. Because, dude, as soon as we see you guys together, it like, one, we know y'all about the wreck shit, and two, we know the chemistry is dope. So, I mean, how this Kaun?
It's pretty natural. It's funny when I met him, like I just walked up to him and started talking to him, and then we met with TK, heard about the plans. I was just like, oh, that's hilarious. We literally just been talking for 2 hours, and like super similar in terms of the mentality of how we approach professional wrestling. I know that someone, like I was talking to him about my inspiration behind Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and like, hey man, he's same thing. Waking up, training, watching, eating wrestling. Like we want to be great at this thing. We want to learn as much as possible from everybody that we're in the ring with. And the few times we've been in the ring together, it's been natural. You can see from the first match to the second match, just world of difference, same domination. And like that's why JR was like, hey, y'all got something special. Only a handful of times, and this is what y'all are creating. Like it's just a matter of time before y'all facing FTR for the tag belts or whoever got them at the time, the Young Bucks. I'm gonna beat the hell out of them.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That so soon you're gonna have a match that soon you're gonna hear it. That's a slobber knocker. You're gonna have a slobber knocker soon. Just know it. So that's gonna be dope.
I mean, with the transition, Prince Nana at the embassy and everything, Brian Cage totally on the Kaun. What's coming up, man? I told you gonna give me something. Like what we looking at? What ROH, AEW? First of all, are you signed? Are we officially signed to AEW, ROH, or is that still in the works?
I've already told people I was signed, man. He mentioned Sean Ross Sapp. He already confirmed that a while ago. I got signed to AEW. So that happened. ROH doesn't have a TV deal, right? So like ROH doesn't have a TV deal. So all the stuff you see Ring of Honor related is all on AEW TV. And I made my debut on Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I see where my head's at. But I just talked to Nana and Toa the other day. We got some things in store. You got to stay tuned. I can't just give away gems.
Right. You know what? Hey, as a matter of fact, look, hey, you forgot, bro. I used to be a GM. I talked to Nana too. We gonna be in talks, okay? Just chill.
Shout out to the Prince. Man, you just saying you're not gonna give me nothing, huh? You just gonna leave me out.
Not at all.
Just nothing. That's how you roll into. I swear.
I
thought we was boys.
I will give you something. Like I was talking about Nana earlier. I was like, I manifested this. He DM'd me like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And he's like, hey, man, I love what you're doing. I didn't know that he had family in Ghana and Cameroon. He's like, I love what you're doing. So I was like, oh, that's cool. This dude from ROH hit me up who's at the embassy. And look at that. A couple years later, this man buys out TBE. I meet him in person. I'm like, hey, My brother, right here. Right here. This is
Like, let's break some literal bread together. What you eating, man?
It's about to happen. Okay.
It's about to happen. You know, I'm looking for that title of the crown jewel, hopefully one day. So we'll see who he thinks is worthy. But looking into the embassy's history, man, that's a moniker that I want. So
How did y'all not get into that bracket for the first trios champions? How did that not take place?
I don't know. I was frustrated.
Like, did anybody pitch for that? Or was it just like, yo, like, what's like for real? Word? Like, we can't get none of this? Like, not
It's
even
cool.
a little bit?
It's cool, man. I've been disrespected before in this business, and they want to keep doing that to me. Just a matter of time. When we have our opportunity, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm gonna be running.
I'm just saying it. Yeah, that kind of pissed me off. Like you had a brand new ass 6-man that nobody's seen in a while or nobody's seen ever when it came to Davari. I'm sorry, bro. Davari, you cool, but I haven't seen you. That just
The
I
Trust
just see y'all
Busters?
just popped up.
Really? The trust
Shut up.
busters?
They bust your trust, bro. Okay, all right. Don't get that trust
Like-
busted. All right.
Like, for real. And I mean, reports just came out, and I guess it makes sense now because we've been trashing it for so long, along with FTR and other people, about AEW's rankings and how they're supposed to be leading to championships, but then you got people that's not in the top spot or the top 5 getting championship matches. So reports just came out, I think either yesterday or today, that they're going to start pulling that focus from the TV aspect because of that. So, you know, makes it a little bit better for you guys because now you don't have to be ranked in a certain position or a certain spot in order to get a title shot, but just the embassy, Gates of Agony versus Death Triangle. Like, ooh,
Yes, please.
ooh,
Please give me that, please.
ooh. I'd pay money. I'd pay money on everything I love. Everything I love. Just
I'm shocked. We're running the bracket. We're undefeated. Not in the bracket. Not in the rankings.
see. That's
Like,
why they got to stop talking
how?
about rankings because it's not making sense. It's not adding up the way it's supposed to.
Agreed. So,
That's
I
wild.
was about to say, now, did those rankings like go over the Ring of Honor too? Like I'm saying, because we still saying those 6-man tag champs were just sitting there, just
Man.
just
And
sitting there.
like
it's like somebody got to make them relevant again. And that might just be
again.
Again.
Honestly,
You know, got to do a
'Cause
repeat.
they ain't relevant. I forgot that Dalton Castle and the boys had them joints. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And who, like I said, you just said that the boys got some names, but really we got some no-name champions, or we had some no-name champions when we got stars over here. Defend them. Go ahead. I see your face. Go ahead.
Again, man.
I
Challenge
didn't say
accepted.
I wasn't defending. I didn't. When they became champion, they got their names. Okay, that's so.
Oh.
Hey, I don't know. All right, so I don't know.
So is there any news coming through about ROH getting a TV deal anytime soon? Have you heard anything? Or is that a little bit of something you ain't gonna give me to?
I mean, we'll find all this stuff out at the same time. I'll be on Twitter scrolling. Oh, I have no idea.
Dude, I was start giving you a SpongeBob wham every time. Like
It's like, why you playing me like this? I thought we was homies. I thought you was my boy. It's all good.
Sir, why are
It's
you
all good.
haggling this man? Sir.
It's all good. It's all good. You know, Scar ate Mufasa. You know, if y'all don't realize that took place when Scar was playing with
know the
the
answer to
skull.
your questions. You might as well just attend the media scrum in person, ask TK all these questions.
Oh man. Speaking of TK, I asked Toa, and you know, it was a joke, but we was for real at the same time because you know it means something and everything. Like, have you received a hug from Tony yet?
Maybe like a half hug.
A half? No. Tony doesn't have hug. What do you mean a half hug?
He might
Look,
give you the
because what if I don't want the hug, right? Like, I don't want to be coming in. I don't know people like that. So, like, we definitely like shake hands or the half hug when they gave us the offer. I've seen him multiple times and talked to him in passing, but like, I'm not going in for the full. It's not happening.
So you kind of like keep a distance because he gonna come in for the full if you let him.
Yeah, you go up with the chill, bro. Chill.
Hey, bro, I'm sorry, but I'm imagining his face looking like W. Morrissey was on
How Stumpy
Dynamite.
was hugging him, like just standing there like, I said I love you, man, and yeah, no, I heard you, man. I heard you.
That's
I
what.
heard you.
Oh god, that is a visual I would like to see. That is a visual.
You versus WM Morrissey, like who goes over?
Ooh.
I mean, he's beaten me before in Texas, so I definitely need that rematch because it wasn't fair the first time we wrestled. So at least now we'll be on more level playing field here.
But tell you what, you were victorious when it comes to Texas and those things. A Texas bull rope match against Izzy James, like for Pale Pro Covenant. Like, what was it like to be in a Texas bull rope match?
A little nerve wracking at first until I believe he hit me with the bull rope first, and then I was just like, oh, I kind of like this physicality here, and then it was just a brawl after that. You know, I made someone bleed for the first time. A little crazy and demented in a way where I was just like, I need that flowing. I was wearing all white gear. This is a big deal for me, so it was fun, man. The brutality in that, I whooped his ass. I gave him the disrespectful handshake as he laid down, taking the L. So.
The Chucky in the background came back in his mind when he saw the blood.
I need blood.
Yes. So speaking of, you gotta tell me, you about to watch season 2 of Chucky, ain't you?
Oh, of course. I mean, unfortunately, I haven't even finished season 1. I had like 3 episodes left.
Oh, I don't feel bad now. Yay!
But I am intrigued because Glenn and Glenda are real people, and I want to see like how they portrayed the dolls or whoever's on screen now. So it's cool to see like everything's coming back. Like all the last 2 or 3 movies are kind of jokes to me, right? Like Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky was just stupid.
Seed of Chucky, yes. Bride of Chucky, no. We're not gonna keep having this conversation, man.
Whole new universe in the TV show. And I'm like, that's cool that they're actually like interwebbing everything. So I definitely got to tune in.
Definitely.
Yeah, you could trash Seed of Chucky all you want, but you ain't gonna keep trashing Bride of Chucky, bro. Like Bride of Chucky, it was the truth. Like you got to see Chucky kind of like slid out of his murderous phase and just became disrespectful and abusive. So it was just like worth hearing him take that trip. You know what I'm saying?
But I was worried. That they're going to treat it like Leprechaun in the Hood, like the first Leprechaun. And then the way that they're going with Child's Play, I'm like, don't go too funny with this. He's not even scary anymore. It's just like watching a scary movie.
Well, have you seen the other spin-offs like Curse of Chucky?
I have watched the Netflix ones. Actually, they were pretty good. But it makes it more confusing and like convoluted. We got the originals, and now we got the remakes, and then we got the TV show, and they're trying to like combine all of the elements of all of them. I don't know. It might be confusing for people. I get it because I'm a fan, but it's just a lot going on.
Yeah, because I think there was a thing where they said the original, I think like writer or director of the original Chucky and the original way it was going, Child's Play, even all the way I think all the way to Bride of Chucky. I do. But when they did that other Chucky, remember it, like they made him a robot or something like that. And,
what?
Yeah, they made him a full robot.
Jason X? What the?
It was like the story was now that Chucky had a bad chip in him, and it was like, wait, no, this is not it. So it's like after that, that's when everything got convoluted.
Yeah, I didn't hate that one though. That wasn't that bad, but they didn't need to make that. It was cool, but I'm like, for what? We already have like 6 of these movies.
Robot Chuck, really?
Robot Chuck,
really?
Yeah. He was tough though. He was tough.
He was. We need original horror movie ideas. That's what we need. Original ideas.
Man, if I see Robot Chucky running at me, I'm kicking him and then I'm popping the batteries out of his back. What are you gonna do?
But you already saw he don't run by batteries, bro. He had batteries out his back before. Like
I mean, that's when he was a plastic doll with blood inside of him. Now he's a robot. Like I feel like a robot is easier, more defeatable than how did this plastic doll come to life because he got blood in him? Like what are you made of? Like, you know what I'm saying? They was burning them, stabbing them, shooting them. He kept coming back. But robots malfunction. I could, I'm gonna be about that.
You guys watch
that. You got to, bro. You got to.
If y'all say it's good, I might think about it.
But other than Chucky, what is what? Because I see you. You know, you do love the horror movie faction genre. So what's another favorite horror movie that's on your list?
Definitely Sinister, Insidious. I like Sinister. I think the first Conjuring was really good. What else? I like Jordan Peele's movies, even though they're kind of weird. Like I really enjoyed Nope. I didn't care about
Nope
us too much. Get Out was great.
Crazy ass monkey.
Netflix has some cool like B horror movies too. Like Would You Rather? That's a really weird movie, but I enjoyed that. And then there's this evil clown movie that just came out like a year or two ago. I can't remember. Terrifier. That was really good as well.
Finally, somebody else knows about Terrifier. Look, it's crazy. There was one time Jade Cargill put out a tweet and she was like, does anybody know about any good movies? Even if it's like it, even though I hate clowns, even if it's a clown movie, let me know. And so I put up Terrifier. She was like, I never heard of this one. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So
Time out.
Time
out. You done said the magic word, okay? Let me hold on.
Oh, God.
You didn't said the magic word. You didn't said Jay. So first of all, she responded to a tweet and you didn't tell me. Like, all right,
I told you about this one. I told you about this one.
When this had been early on. This had I don't know.
This was before our podcasting days.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably yeah. All right.
God bless
Before I was able to lay eyes on her and become infatuated for the rest of my life. I got you. Kaun, have we met Jade being backstage? Like how is she behind the scenes? She super cool, down to earth or whatever, Like
I've never actually talked to her before. We definitely like walked by in passing, but I mean I haven't really had a lot.
Try at least make eye contact. Like tell you what. I'm gonna meet you there. And I'm gonna go talk to her for you, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let you know the answer to my question if you want to know about it. But
you don't gotta talk to anybody for me. I already got my own situation. But
God, I mean, no, I'm using you as a scapegoat so I can talk. You know what I'm saying?
That was like high school days. I'm grown man. We can't keep doing that.
Just wingman me real quick. Wingman me. Just be like, yo, I got a homie. He wrote to your theme, you know what I'm saying? He got some bars, I just want you to check it out real quick. And, just leave it in God's hands at that point.
Right? Isn't she married?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't after her. I just want to get my Roman Reigns on, just get acknowledged, It'll do so much for my life, just acknowledge me, Hi, Jade.
So you want to be a baddie? That's what it is. You want to be a baddie. you want to be? Just admit it. Just admit it. You want to be a baddie.
Let me be the new Stoke. You know what I'm saying? He over there playing PR games. I'm gonna be dedicated to you and only you and the whole squad. You know what I'm saying? Just put me on. Put me on.
So Kaun, we usually have a segment on this show that we like to call "Sell or No Sell." Okay. And the way sell or no sell usually goes, we usually talk about shows or talk about matches, and we just, selling meaning, we really liked it, we're putting it over, and no sell meaning, I'm not selling it. So
really, you gonna explain to Kaun what sell or no sell means? Really?
But
really?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Not many people would just. Some people just want to know. Some people just want to know, and also for the listeners. Okay, we might have little listeners. They might know. Okay. I'm right.
I'll let you be.
But sir, is there a certain match that happened this year that you want to totally sell?
This year? Oh man.
This year.
Come on now.
What's on your sell list for this year when it comes to matches?
That's tough. It's already September. Man, recently what was really, really good was Swerve Keith against the Acclaimed. That was probably one of the best tag matches I've seen in a while.
So we got it coming up again tomorrow.
Oh, true. But it was already in Chicago and just the atmosphere, and Swerve has definitely been on one this year. I got to room with him when I was in Seattle and talk to him about his mentality too, and that was one of the top matches for me already this year.
That pop for the Acclaimed was.
Yeah. Oh.
They dumb over. They done. You be back there cheering, chanting "Scissor Me Daddy" ass too, or nah?
I've before. He's an intimidating gentleman, so I'm good.
Yeah, no scissoring
please.
daddy asses. Okay.
Please, no scissor. No scissor. No, please, no. Leave this to the acclaim. Leave this to Billy, okay? And yeah. Man, I think myself, like, going back to that though, would be the ladder match. Like this is my favorite film right here of all time.
Holy hell!
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
That
dope.
just my back still hurt. Just
Oh God.
the back of my head, the back of my neck off the rope. Just why'd you? Jesus.
Ooh.
What's
So-
the most physical match that you've like felt for like, I don't know, let's say 2 weeks or maybe a little bit longer afterwards?
Probably the one I just had against Weston Blake, the I Quit match.
I quit.
Went through 2 tables, went through a couple pillars. I felt that for a couple of days for sure. Got hit with the kendo stick a couple times. Yeah, did not feel good the next day.
Is there a gimmick match that you have not crossed off yet that you would like to do?
Definitely a ladder match for sure. And not like multi-man, but like a singles ladder match. I'm thinking like it was Brody against Dolph Ziggler type of ladder match.
Ooh.
Do you really want to
That
put
was
your
a good
body
one.
up for that?
I had to. I mean, the Hardy Boys inspired me to do this, so I got at least a good one.
Ooh.
I see you go through a table, so I'm like, you got some experience. You can go through the table. You good. So I'm like,
Speaking of which, next time you see Darby Allin, man, tell him I said thank you, but relax. Relax just a little bit, bro. Just a little bit. And that still might call me
Bro.
to ask you to relax a little bit more. But I just
No,
I
you know
want to
what?
see him do his thing for a very long time. And at the rate that he's going, I don't that body is gonna be screaming.
I mean, Jeff Hardy was doing Swantons back in '98. He
Yeah.
was going, so
Yeah.
Now look. See, I see. Remember, I told you I might find a pipeline to AEW to get my idea across. Right here we go. Kaun, check this out. Now look, because you had to mention Darby. Check this out. Now we always looking for toy ideas and whatnot and all this. Check this out. You know how
Oh my God.
kids.
Don't ask him
You know how
this shit.
kids used to have tickle me Elmos. You feel me? When you tickle them, they all that, right? Okay, cool. For wrestling fan kids, you can have a drag me Darby. Because Darby just get dragged. It's just a drag.
The same way
Right
you
there.
just shook your head was the same way that I
And it
shook
makes
mine
all
when he
the
made that. So I
it
said,
makes
what
all
noise is he gonna make?
commentary noises of JR. Like every time Darby jumped off something, Darby you get JR commentary. Just drag Darby.
I would say no sell for that one.
Yes. Yeah.
God damn it. Oh.
What the hell? AEW Fight
Right.
Forever. I know it's probably too late to get you in there, but is it too late to get you in there? Could we possibly see a DLC scenario happening to where we get Gates of Agony in there?
I mean, I hope so. They definitely got enough pictures of me and my tattoos to put me in the game, so that'll pop me.
Have you had any conversations, or is it in mind to have some conversations to inquire just a little bit?
What you mean by conversations?
To inquire about the addition of you guys in the game, or if they've come to you and asked you about the possibility.
Who would they be, by the way?
The game developers. Listen, why you playing
You
me, man?
know.
Why you and I'm just eating it all up. Like, yeah, I'm gonna answer that.
I have the
I'm gonna
answers to
answer
it.
that.
I don't have the answers.
You are trying your best to media scrum, and you are not scrumming very well, sir. You are not scrumming very well.
Man, I'm not giving me nothing. I quit.
You are on the top of the scrum. You're not even in the scrum. You're just
I quit. I quit my own shit. Fuck it. I'm over. I'm done.
I mean, he's
Oh,
though.
he tried. It was man. It was a good.
I'm always
it was
gonna
a
try.
good
I'm always gonna try.
Always.
I mean, I'm gonna succeed somewhere. You know, it's all good. It's all good.
One day. So are there any other dream opponents that you have not had yet that you're looking forward to having?
Probably some tag team stuff at FTR would be cool. Moxley at some point has to happen.
Mm.
Even Eddie Kingston, I think him and I would have good chemistry for sure. I'll probably put him at the top of the list.
Ooh, you want to do Moxley? You definitely gonna bleed, bro. You gonna bleed, bro. It's
Nah, Mox gonna bleed.
Black wrestlers don't bleed. We really don't. So,
It's hard to bust us open, you know what I'm saying?
this is a true fact. This is a true fact.
That black don't crack. It's a real thing, bro. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. It is. Oh man, sir, you got anything else for King?
Nah, cause he ain't
Right.
answering none of my shit. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was boys. I'm really gonna have to get at you, man. I'm really gonna have to. I may lose, but you know what I'm saying. I'm coming, bro.
I gave you a solid hour of content. I answered some
A
questions.
solid, exactly, man, exactly.
So
Come on now, man. Well, we thank you, Kaun, bro, man. We definitely thank you for coming on, bro. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, most certainly, most certainly.
We welcome you officially to the Smart side. That's right. It's lit up in here. It's lit. We know
You might be the first one to get kicked out of the Smark side. I don't know. I might turn heel on him.
Wait, hold on. First of all,
I'm
how you gonna?
bullshitting. I'm bullshitting.
Damn.
I'm bullshitting. Like, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun little motherfucker. You the homie, you fam. Like always, as usual. You know what I'm saying? You want to tell the folks where they can find you at, where they can reach you at.
Yeah.
just follow me on Instagram at @Kaun. I got my link tree on there all set up, so all my other links are up on the bio. Just follow me on Instagram. See where I'm performing whatever weekend. Buy my merch. If you want to talk to me in person, you have to have a shirt on. Otherwise, I will ignore your ass. So just follow us.
He will ignore your ass. Get a
He
shirt.
will. See, the only reason he'll answer us because we're the only Smarks that he like. I'm just saying.
It seems to be the case with everybody that comes around.
It
you know
seems to
what
be
I'm
the
saying?
case, right?
Yeah,
We're the only
yeah.
one. So hey,
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Ha.
Pretty cool.
Ain't that? Well, this has been your boy Jay to the KLASSICK, and this is right. Wrong way.
Yeah,
There we
figured
go.
it. Yeah,
That's
now
right
it's
there.
you. Now it's you getting it wrong. It's King Mac Miller. You already know what it is. The value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me, and rolling with us today has been this man, this gentleman right here.
Right
The
here. That's right, boy.
KAUN. Go ahead and say something to the peoples on your way up out of her.
You just took what I was going to say. I was going to say the KAUN. So thank you.
For real?
I
Where you?
appreciate it.
I'll take it back. The NUAK. This has been.
No, I appreciate it. This is Kaun. Maybe follow me on Instagram at PJKaun. Check out AEW TV, my pro by Rampage, Don Metal Gates Agony. Totally on the Prime page. Tune in.
Yeah. Coming to a TV screen near you to wreak some agony. Open up the gates and the agony shall.
Agony.
You know what I'm saying? Smart Boys of Agony, Kaun,
That's
J
it.
Classic, King Mac Millie. Until next time, we'll holler
Get
at y'all
psyched.
same bad time, same bad channel. Yeah.